Hello everyone, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be starting a new series called For Kids. So what I'm going to be doing in this series is I'm going to take a kid's toy line and I'm going to look it over and see if it's for kids. Now I thought the best way to start this series off is with one of the most popular toy lines out right now, Bluey. So I'm going to be looking at the main toy line by Moose, okay? And I'm going to look at the figures. I'm going to talk about whether or not I think things are safe for the kids, playability, and so forth. I'll also look at vehicles and accessories and so forth. That all comes with this line of figures. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at these toys. So first we're going to take a look at the figures of this line. So first off, you got the Healer family, which was obviously Bluey, Bingo, Chili, and we have Bandit. All right, so those are the four main members of the family, which obviously all have figures. We'll put them over here to the side. You can also get the extended members of the family. So you got Uncle Rad. You have Frisky, who is now Uncle Rad's new wife. You have Nana. You also have Stripe. So now you have all three brothers. And you also have Muffin. Okay, and then you have various friends of theirs. So you have John Luke. You have him. Oh man, I forget his name. Yeah, but you have this friend here. You have the Terriers. One, two. Where's the third? There he is. Number 3. All right. You also have Winton, Jack Jack. You have Mackenzie. Right. You have oh shoot, I forget her name too. I can't think of it off the top of my head. All right. You got this little dude here. Bingo's best friend. And you also have her as well. And then you have a host of side characters as well, such as the teacher, Jerry Lee, and you also have the trash truck driver, which obviously comes with the trash truck. All right. You also have variants, so you have Wedding Uncle Rad, Bingo as the grannies, Chili with sunglasses on, the same with Bandit. All right. You got the wedding variants of Bluey and Bingo. You have Bluey here with an ice cream. Okay. Bingo with a backpack. Vampire Bluey. Bingo with the headsets. This is for the helicopter toy. Bandit and Chili, both in swimming suits. So as you can see, there's a lot of figures for this line. So, you know, you pretty much can get almost everybody from the cartoon and almost every type of variant of them. You know, these aren't all of them. These are just some of them that I'm using for this particular video. All right. So now, the nice thing about these figures is that they're simple figures. All right. They only have 4 points of articulation. And to be honest with you, for a toy like this, I feel like that's all you need. So first off, The arms do move. All right. The tail moves. Okay. And then the legs move up to go into a sitting position. Now, if you look at the bottom of the feet, there's holes there for pegs. The same with their bottom as well. Okay. All right, so these figures also come with a variant of accessories. So you have different types of glasses. All right, so you got that, this. I think these are actually swim glasses. And you have these glasses here. I think this is for the grannies. All right, little stuff like this. All right. All right, you have more tools and an assortment of other things. Here, these are the glasses. I think these actually go to Dalmatian. All right. You have Bartleby here. Baby Bluey with the crib. So they do come with accessories. Now, some of these accessories might be a concern for parents because they are small. Like the screwdriver here. If you look at it, next to my hand, you can see how small a piece this is. So some of these pieces might be a concern for parents because they're so small and stuff. But the nice thing is, if that is something you're concerned about, you can always take the pieces away until the child is old enough to where it won't be a choking hazard for them anymore. These toys are graded for 3 and up. That's the recommended age. But the toys themselves, like the figures, they work well with younger kids. You just have to take away the small pieces. My kids play with them, and my youngest is about a year old, and she plays with them. We just keep the small parts away from her, and my son, he can handle the small pieces easily. So overall, the figures are really nice. They capture the overall look from the cartoon. Okay. Uh, Simple points of articulation is always best for kids. Simplicity is best. They don't really need a whole bunch of points of articulation because when you start getting into a lot of points of articulation, you have a lot of joints that are just easier to break. So that's a good thing. It's just probably the only real concern that parents would really have with these figures is small parts. So this toy line comes with a whole bunch of different vehicles and play sets. Now I don't have time to show all of them here, so I grabbed some of the more important and recognizable ones that my kids do have. So first off, we're going to start with the Healer car. All right, this is the family car. I did do a review on this, I believe, about a year or so ago, with all the accessories and stuff. So I only brought it out, as it is for this review, just to show playability and stuff for kids. So the nice thing about this is it's a simple design. Everything's simple about these toys, and I think that's what makes it a great toy line, because the more simple you keep everything, the less likely it is to break, and kids still have a lot of fun with it. So this is their car. It does roll. Now the thing I do like about this is most toy sets, to get the characters in and out of the car, usually the doors open and then you kind of have to scooch them in. I like the factor that the top opens up to get all the characters in. I feel like it makes it a lot easier to get them into the car. All right. So we got our Healer family here. So we'll put Bandit in first. Now the other nice thing too is if you look at the chairs, there's a hole in the chairs for their tails. So that way they sit in there a lot nicer. Okay. We'll get Bandit in here. All right, he sits in there nicely. We got Chili. We'll get her in here as well. And the two kids. We got Bingo here. All right. And Bluey. position. All right. So now you see everybody fits nicely into the car. The top just claps on. And now your kids can play that the healers are going for a trip. All right. And there's a lot of cool detail. You got the actual license plate. The spare tire says Bluey on it. Same with the front here. So they put some nice detail in this as well. It also came with surfboards and what have you. So that's the family car. You also got this little helicopter here. Now, I believe my kids got this last Christmas. The only issue with this helicopter that I have is if you look here, you can see this discoloration. That's from my kids constantly doing stuff like this with it. But believe it or not, they stayed on. Like most toys, if you work it to this point, they eventually break off. But these have not broken off, so that's really good. A concern for parents might be this little door if you have smaller kids, because that might easily break off, or it can be a choking hazard if a small child breaks that off and then tries to, eat it. So that might be a concern with parents. This comes with Bingo with the headphones. Got a peg right here for her. She fits in really nicely. And then your kids can play with it, what have you. The propellers moving, whatever. Alright. Next, we got the sports car. Now, this is from the episode, I forget the name of the episode, but it was where Chili and Bandit were talking about getting away from the kids, and they're doing like chase scene on like drawing paper and stuff. So this is the sports car from it. Once again, there's not a whole lot to it, but there's some nice details. No kids. Each seat have a peg for each of the figures. No kids on the back. All right. This came with, I believe it was a Bluey and the sunglasses, Chili and Bandit, and also Jerry Lee came with this as well. So you have the hole for the tails. So they fit in there very nicely. Just like that, no issues. So figures fit in it really nice. Rolls real easy, no binding. So that's another nice piece for the set. Okay. You have this trash truck here. Now, as you notice, some of the stickers are coming off because my kids kind of, play with stuff. It normally does have side mirrors on there. I took the side mirrors off because they were small parts. And I was afraid my youngest might try to swallow it. It comes with the trash man. Okay. If you look here, there's pegs in the seat. So he can sit on there. Or any of your Bluey figures. So if you want like one of the kids sitting next to him, or if you want Bandit or somebody driving it, you can have that as well. Now this has a nice little play feature. So the fork opens up here. Get one of your cans, put it on there. There's a little lever here, which allows you to empty out contents into it. Now this did come with stickers like this, and I believe it also came with small little cardboard pieces as well. So you can fill it into the trash cans and then you can have it dumped. Now if you don't want to do that, this does open up. You can actually store trash cans in the back as well. So I think this is a fun little piece for kids to play with. It has a nice little play feature to it. It looks like the trash truck from the episode that it came from, which was the one where Bingo was being bullied, and she would tell her father about it each time they go to take the trash out. Why Bluey was like going through different jobs that she might want to be when she grows up. So this is from that episode, which is really nice. I think this is a really nice piece. Okay. Next, we've got the trailer here. Now this is a really nice play set because it folds up really nice. First off, it does work with the healer car. Okay. So there's a little plug there. Hooks on really nice. rolls really easily. No issues with that. Car over here. This door does open. Right. And then this opens up pretty easily. So that opens up. This lifts up. And you got your bunk beds on top. Right. And then I forget what all went in here, what accessories went in there. I think there's like a table or something that went in here. I forget. But as you can see, this opens up very nicely. No issues with it. Your kids have plenty of room to play. All right. Also, even a little ladder right up here on the side. So if your kids want to play, pretend that one of the figures are going up the ladder. Let's get Bingo here. They can do that as well without little to no issues. Characters fit easily in the beds. All right. So overall, it's a nice little set. You know, it does, like I say, come with a lot more. I think John Luke came with this too, if I remember right. And then it just folds up very easily. So that moves. This closes down. Oh, that shuts. I'm sorry. Goes down, folds up, and now it's ready for either storage or for your kids to pretend that they're going on a camping trip. All right. Now the last piece I got here today is the Healer House. All right. First off, it has a nice little holding piece here. So if your kids want to move it around and take it places, they can just hold it by the top. Once again, the stickers and everything are a little beat up on this because I believe my kids had this for a couple years now. So it's going to be a little beat up. But as you can see, it holds up, which is always an important thing with kids' toys because you know they're going to beat it up a little bit. But as long as it holds up, you know, it's pretty good. Now, I believe there's probably a little porch that would go on the front here, if I remember right. And you spin around to the back. As you see, it's very well contained. All right, so when the kids want to play with it, they pop this open. Now you have your lower level and your upper level. You have your two iconic rugs. So you have your watermelon rug and your kiwi rug. All right, now this comes with a lot of stuff as well. So you have the, you know, famous kitchen counter that you can put in there, a toilet, a chair, all right, a stool. Got the bathtub right here. Now it did come with a refrigerator as well, but unfortunately that might be under my couch or somewhere lost in my house. But as you see, it looks really nice. It's easy access for your figures. So let's get Chili here. So you can see the figures fit very well in here. You could get good interaction. So you got Chili, you got Bingo. You know, let's get a Bluey out here as well. Alright. Kids fit pretty well on the beds. Except for Bingo might have a little bit of problems because it's a little tight. But, you know, kids could still get play in there. That's not an issue. You know, they could still fit on there as well. So as you can see, everything seems to work very well. I know they came out with a newer version of the house. I think that one might be a little bit bigger. I know it has sounds and what have you. But as a base model, I think this is a pretty nice play piece for kids. So overall, I think a lot of the play sets and vehicles are really nice. They're very kid friendly. They definitely were thinking of smaller children for a lot of these toys. So other than some small parts, just like the figures, you might have issues with small parts. So parents might want to be aware of that with some of this stuff, as in choking hazards. So before you would give it to any smaller kids, once again, I would check for the small parts. They do come with stickers. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of stickers just because of the factor. With kids, it seems like stickers seem to go everywhere but where they're supposed to be, and then you're chiseling them off of everything. But that's just my personal thing. Maybe some parents, other parents are probably really happy that they come with stickers and what have you. So as play sets and vehicles go, I really do like the play sets and vehicles for this lineup. Okay, so now the question is, are these toys for kids? And my thoughts on it is yes. I really do feel like this toy line is really meant for kids overall. Um, for everything to the attention to detail with these figures, to making them look like, the characters are supposed to be, the durability of these toys, um, the limited amount of points of articulation, all makes the figures themselves really worth it for kids. Same with the vehicles and play sets. There is some good playability, like what we saw with the trash truck. You know, it has some nice play features. The same with the house and all. The one thing I would probably say that parents might really be cautious about with this line is it does come with small parts. Like some of the figures, play sets, and all do come with small parts and even stickers for parents who are concerned about stickers. You know, to me, that's probably the only flaw to this line that parents might want to be aware of. But other than that, I think kids will have a lot of fun with these toys. My kids definitely do. So I would recommend these for kids within the proper age group, which, once again, according to the packaging, is 3 and up. So with that being said, I hope you guys did like this review. If you did, please leave some comments because this is the first one of this nature. Let me know what you thought of this, what you think I might be able to do better, and also check out my 4Kids playlist and my Bluey playlist. Plus hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So until the next one, late.